Hey guys, today we are here at Pueblo's Small Engine Repair and we're about to replace a fuel pump on a '07 Mazda 3. So if you have a same model, Mazda 3 BK, that's what it's called, and you having issue with your fuel system and you're wondering how to replace the fuel pump and fuel filter on your own, this video might help. So let's go grab the fuel pump that we just purchased. This is the fuel pump that we ordered. Where is it? Here. It just came in for the Mazda 3 import direct. This is the car that we're working on. We're facing some rough idling, and this is our expert, Weston. Hi, Weston.
Hi.
Hi. This is our fuel pump. Yes. Thanks. So what we basically done, we went through the fuel line and we tested the pressure, and it was way lower than it was supposed to. It was around like 20, right? 19. Yep. And what is the normal pressure?
It's supposed to be 50 to 59.
Oh, wow. So that's a huge gap. And we'll see by replacing that if we could make it work. So basically the first thing you need to do, it's better to jack up the car so you have more clearance, you can work on it. Because in order to replace the fuel pump on this particular model, you do have to drop the tank and then start working on it. So make sure that you don't have a full tank of gas, because it's gonna be heavy and it's gonna make your job harder. We use the jack to lift up the car. We're just putting the jack stands underneath just to be safe. It's really important to know how to safely go and work underneath the car. You gotta secure it with jack stands and make sure your car is not gonna roll and fall on you. And this is how we're trying to reach the tank so we can drop it and work on a fuel pump. So as you can see here, we got the tank down here, but in order to drop the tank, we need to get rid of the straps. There are some bolts here you have to unscrew, which is Weston is working on them right now. What size are they? 12?
13 millimeter.
13 millimeter. Okay. And then we have to get the shield away in order to get these straps off and take the tank down so we can reach the fuel system, like the fuel filter and fuel pump.
Extension.
Trying to get those bolts off. Remember that there are two lines here for the fuel system that you have to unplug. Just gonna get a better view for you. That's bigger. These. Or just using a flat screwdriver to just kind of like unplug those lines so we can start removing the tank. So we got the wires unplugged, the lines, and now it's time to unscrew.
Here, pull that bucket out of the way.
Yeah. We just put this bucket so the fuel doesn't drip on the floor. Alright, the tank is getting loose.
You want to hold that corner?
Yep.
No.
Again, like I said, it's very recommended that you don't have too much gas in your tank so it makes it heavy. But if you have less than a quarter, you'll be just fine.
Set me still. Fill.
Found out that after you unscrew those bolts and unplug the line, you still have to remove your seat partially so you can reach the fuel pump from the top. Yeah, you can just take it out, huh? So not very partially. You can just remove it. Don't mind the mess here. But yeah, this line should be also unplugged so you can easily drop the tank. So we're gonna find out if you really have to drop the tank or not. But again, it's important to start from up here underneath the seat. And
yes, we have to drop the tank.
yeah, but in order to drop the tank, you have to unplug the line from underneath the seat too. So from the top. Just like that. Right, so this is how it looks like when you drop the tank, and you can easily reach the fuel pump right here, which it already has a fuel filter on it. And this is the parts that we just purchased. So we're going to try to replace this fuel pump, put a brand new one in, and get rid of this old one. Alright, so as you can see, we got the old fuel pump out, and it's time to put the new one in. Put the new filter in, and you're starting the car. As you can see here, we got normal fuel pressure.
Not quite
Almost
better than it was.
absolutely. So today is a brand new day. In fact, it's been a few weeks since we replaced the fuel pump on that 07 Mazda 3. Before we go and test the car and see if it's been improved, look what happened to our pumpkin. Somebody got into it. Alrighty, like I said, we replaced the fuel pump as you watched in the video. It's been a few weeks. We drove the car for a few thousand miles, to be honest, and let's crank it up. There's been no check engine lights. The car runs smoothly. It might sound a little louder, but that's because there's still one part that needs to be changed, but that's for another video. As you can see, we got really good RPM going up, and basically the engine sounds fresh. Well, let's take it for a spin to see how it drives. Okay guys, we are here on the highway, the beginning of the highway, so we can push this car a little bit, not over the speed limit, but just to see how it functions. And let me just tell you about how it used to be before we changed the fuel pump, and what issues we went through for years until we were able to detect and fix it. This car had an issue that the fuel wouldn't go through the fuel line. We had a really low pressure, as you saw in the video. We replaced the fuel pump, and now it's been running properly for a few weeks, and no check engine light, which means that the problem has been solved. And now we're in the beginning of this beautiful flat, mostly flat highway to test the car. All right, well, let's make sure we're safe and we can start. There's one car passing us now. As I mentioned, we got a really good RPM now, and the car basically just holds its first gear. can't really push it more than that because we're gonna break another part. But you see how it drives? It was nothing close to that. It was nothing close to that. The car was idling so rough. You would have drove the car for like, I'd say 20 miles and then you would park it and it wouldn't start again, you know. So it was so hard to put up with a car like that. But now you got a fresh car. So again, if you are having some rough idling issues, if your car doesn't run as it used to, just let us know in the comment section and we do our best to come up with more content how to solve the issue that your car might potentially have. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a great day, great time wherever you are watching this video. Give us a like, subscribe if you like. That'd be awesome. Give us more strength to come up with more content with you. God bless you all.